I parked my car downstairs.
This is just before.
Just before. I parked in a spot where I used PayStay to pay for parking.
I like
PayStay. I think they're bad for councils, by the way, because I used to put more money into the meter than I needed. And now I get paid for exactly the parking I want. Don't you think it's not good for councils?
Yeah, but there's less cost of collection.
I know, that's the trade-off, right?
I reckon they'll be up.
That's the trade-off. So, you remember when there used to be meters where they were mechanical? Were you around for those? Because, you claim to be 14 years
now
old
how
or something.
they've got, Melbourne Council has like a weight underneath the car spot. So you can tell when the car's on there,
which is good.
it and they come and book you.
But they used to put coins in a meter and it used to mechanically... That's old days. So anyway, I use PayStay. I park in a legal spot, 2-hour parking. Then there's these people in front of me that pull up and park in front. It's a no standing spot.
Yeah.
No standing. These two people get out of the car, a man and a woman. I would estimate they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
They just lock the car, walk away and go to their meeting. I nearly had a stroke at that experience. I'm so allergic to paying parking tickets.
Yeah.
I hate parking tickets.
Yeah.
But people always tell me that I'm crazy worrying about parking tickets because the cost benefit is I should just accept occasionally getting a parking ticket and just I could possibly guess your attitude towards parking tickets, but you're a confounding guy. Like you're just happy to pay $100 for a phone case. So I don't know who you are anymore. So what's your view on parking tickets?
I'm with you. I would pay them. I'm pretty fastidious on paying the meter. I hate getting a parking ticket. Your point is probably right in that you're only going to get caught maybe a third of the time. Yeah. So, and they're only like $60-$70. So you're paying $30 or not even $30 per. Did I tell you a story about how I got the parking ticket outside my house one time? So I used to live right near the South Melbourne Market.
I can just imagine. I knew someone whose brother was a policeman and they had a fight and he gave her a ticket for parking outside her own house. He said, no, too close to the driveway or something. So anyway, it must be infuriating for you to get a parking ticket outside your own house.
We've talked about councils being the most inept.
No, you can park across your own driveway and get a ticket. That's the most horrifying ticket.
Even though you own the driveway.
Yeah.
But the most appalling thing is, so I hate the fact that councils even exist. So, and they charge, I paid $300 for permits. So you got to buy these permits because councils there's a market across the road and there's a permit system or whatever.
Yep.
Even though they can quite easily do it, match your number plate. No, there's really no need to charge them. They do it because it's revenue raising to idiots. Anyway, so problem with the South Melbourne Market is during the week it was okay, but on Saturday and Sundays, everybody comes and parks and you can never get a parking spot in front of your own house. So if you ever have to go out during the weekend, you're stuffed. You got to park miles away. One time my wife had just gone somewhere for a day and I had the 2 kids with it doesn't happen very often, but I had the 2 kids with me and I'd parked across the road in front of my kids' childcare centre, funnily enough. And during the weekend, you can park there as long as you want. And it's a half-hour spot during the week. And that's fair enough in a way because there's obviously people using the childcare centre. I'd park there on the Sunday because I couldn't get anywhere closer. And then I had the kids. I couldn't actually move the car. I then dropped the kids at childcare. And then at 9:10, I went to move the car. I had a ticket. I got a permit. So I paid for the permit. It's across the road from my house. I got a ticket. Technically, the reason I got a ticket is because 30-minute spots the permit doesn't apply for.
I see.
So technically what they did was legal, but I'd paid for a permit. I was across from a house. Even worse, there was 8 spots in front of me free. So there's not even a single person cost a spot. There was no victims here.
They've got quotas they have to meet. You can't get angry with them. They get paid.
They don't get commissions. They have quotas. They effectively
have quotas. That's their job. You can't get angry with people for, they just do.
I'm not angry at the person giving the ticket. Yeah. I'm angry at the council for having the rule.
Yeah, there's a long list of things to get angry with councils about. I agree with you. The first one would be existing. That would be the first thing I'd get angry with councils about.
So I get this ticket and I send a message to the council. There's an appeal thing. I sent... Yeah, the ticket was technically validly put in, but I literally live across the road. I pay all these permits, and I had 2 kids at home, and I couldn't actually leave them in the house to move the car. I thought, that's a pretty good excuse. They said no. So I said, stuff this, I'm going to the magistrate's court. So I come to the magistrate's court. You imagine who's in the magistrate's court. It's not exactly the high-flying elements of Commonwealth Street, Melbourne Society in there. But I was that, and they got this whole list of, it wasn't just parking people, it was parking with some, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. There's drug offence, all this kind of stuff, low-level sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So go to the magistrate's court, and there's people in front of me, normal disputes and stuff. Mine comes up. Magistrate was nice enough, and I explained the story. She goes, "Oh yeah, I agree. That's outrageous. I shouldn't be giving you a parking permit for that. I'm waiving this for." So I'm going, "I won, victory."
Yeah.
She goes, "You still have to pay the court fee." How much do you reckon the ticket was?
So I'm going to guess the ticket was $50.
The ticket was $78. How much do you reckon the court fee was?
$250. 80. Okay, that's actually That's pretty cheap access to justice, by the way.
Well, not really, because I won. I was $2 out of pocket.
I know. I'm surprised you didn't ask. Did you represent yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my
Full for
God.
client.
I wish that I could get in a time machine and go back and sit in the magistrate's court to watch you.
I was like striding the stage like Perry Mason.
How long did you put your case for? How long did it go for?
Probably 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
How much of that were you talking for?
Probably 8 minutes.
I'm shocked to hear that.
It was like Rumpole the Bailey out there. It was one of the greatest orations the magistrate's court ever had.
It's worth that $80 for the experience, and it only actually cost you $20. Well, no, it cost you $2
and time.
Well, but time, that's a leisure activity for you, though, isn't it?